You wanna know what's the story? Paul and Laurie can tell you what's been going on. How to get E. coli from licking bum. They'll cover conspiracies and aliens. Tell you about pissy floors, popping spots and one bombs. Getting told off for shagging your mum. Combining a scouser and a girl from Birmingham. You can tune in, hear what they have to say. It might be smoking weed, might be some weird role play. You can catch a new upload every Monday. So prepare to laugh till you cry and your belly aches. Yeah, you wanna know what's the story? Paul and Laurie. Paul and Laurie.
Good morning. I know it's not morning, sorry.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Welcome to What's the Story, Paul and Laurie.
Afternoon with Paul and Laurie.
Saturday afternoon. Thank you for tuning in and watching us.
Yeah.
It's been a busy old week, hasn't it?
Yes.
We normally do Thursday and a Saturday, but Thursday we had, we'll tell you all about it in a little bit, but we had our first date night in a long time, didn't we?
Yeah.
And all intentions of having a little date. We'll have a little meal and then go and do a podcast.
Or maybe sexy time. Went out the window.
Out the window after 7 courses of Chinese
And you
food.
know what? You'll be surprised to know it wasn't my fault.
So, hope you're all good. Hope you're well. Thanks for those who were in the chat on YouTube and over on Twitch as well. Hello, Twitchers.
Got any sponsors this week? Have we? By the look on your face, it means that
What
you're
date is it?
Huh?
What date is it?
It is the 3rd of
Yeah,
July.
Manscaped again.
Really? Can you just drop that? Oh.
Which means you've got to do the blurb. You've got to do the blurb. Hang on.
Oh, okay. Right. Bear with us here.
Right there.
We didn't plan for this afternoon thing, so we need to,
I've only been up.
I'm
for
just
like
going to
half an hour.
tell you that also sponsors are Brow and Co Studios, which on Instagram is at browco_studios. That's my business. Go and have a look. Do boss at everything eyebrows, but not just like the normal shitty eyebrows. I do, and Katie. Very good semi-permanent makeup. So eyebrows that don't wipe off. Which, who doesn't want that? Do you know what I'm saying? You just wake up with eyebrows and not have to fucking worry about doing them all the time. Yeah. So yeah, get onto Brown Co Studios. We're also sponsored by Manscaped. Brought to you. So this is a shit thing. I'm sorry, Manscaped. They give us a shit thing.
Support What's the Story, Paul and Laurie is brought to you
by Manscaped, who's the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineering tools for your family jewels. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. And women, it should be, I think. Because Tracy had to go at it. And she said it was good. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs. Get 20% off and free delivery with the code WTS. Now, that's our code. So, you know, if you want to, like, shave your piabs. If you want to put 10K, shave your 10K into...
Oh, yeah. If you do that and tag us in it.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you're going to get some...
Hashtag Manscaped. Hashtag use the discount code WTS.
You're going to get a lot of shit. Good
I'll
shit,
be a big fan of you.
Yeah. And we'll share your piabs around the world. So, yeah, get on to Manscaped.
Oh, my God. I
What?
still haven't sent that Manscaped record.
Which one? The one that you lied about? Did you lie about it yesterday? Oh my! You've got a bad problem.
Doesn't want you to win. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting.
Do you know what? Right, I believed you. That's worrying. That I said to him, "Have you sent out that Manscaped?
I'll do it right now.
Have you sent that Manscaped?" He was like, "Yeah, I've done
I'll
it.
do it
He's
now.
got it." Oh, I can't believe you lied. That bad though.
I apologise to him.
That's twice you've
Keep
been caught
forgetting.
lying on this podcast.
I'm very forgetful.
Well, I got envelopes for the stickers. But my problem is I've got now is I can't remember.
That one's coming off.
I can't remember who I said I'd give a sticker to. And now I know all of you are going to message me going, oh, you said you'd give me a sticker. But I've got evidence in the previous messages of who I said I'd give a sticker to. I can't remember. So if I said to you, I'll give you a sticker, please message me and then I'll be able to send it you because I've got envelopes that fit them now. So, you know, we are shit, aren't we? But you're shitter. You're shitter than me, I think. Are you actually doing it now?
I'm doing it now. So don't forget.
This is not good podcasting, though.
It's not, but like I
put
just
it in
can't be bothered getting called a liar anymore.
Just put it in the basket. Smashed it in Preston, by the way. Oh, you went to Preston, didn't you?
Yeah, did.
Preston Uni, was it?
Yeah.
Done a show
Done
there.
Done some. I'll tell you in a minute. You just keep talking.
Naughty Paul not sent Ash's Manscaped yet. Oh, God, that's so bad, you know. Don't forget to shave your widges, Lisa.
Ash.
How's your arm, Paul?
Yeah, it's almost better now. Still
Yes.
a tiny bit of scabbing, but it's almost better. Thank fuck. It took, like, talking about Preston, I don't know if you noticed, but on stage I was like this because it was just,
Because he had a mazzy arm.
and yeah, it was just like wouldn't heal, and it was all scabby, right? And me jumper like healed into the fucking scab. So halfway through the show, I was like, and it was just, I was in agony, but I didn't want to let people know that I was in agony, so I was kind of just, I still push through it.
Yeah.
It's bad, but yeah, it's all right now.
Ben's put, Laurie, what do you think about that thing the BBC are doing about one-day microblading courses and the terrible training being taught? I ain't seen it, you know. But the academy that I trained with, they're very thorough. They've got a very good reputation. And there are, do you know what? When I first started eyebrows, people always ask me like how I got into it, and I've seen it, and then I thought, oh, I'm gonna do a course because I thought I bet I'll be good at that. So I went and done a course with some like the cheapest training that I could find, because at the time I didn't realise how important it was, like to have good training in that subject. I didn't realise how much there was to it. So I went and done like the cheapest training for about 500 quid in Manchester. And this company was like, oh, they were awful. Like they just put you on a model straight away with the fucking blade and went, go on, crack on.
Oh my God.
And like we didn't do any latex. So latex is what you should be practicing on way before you even touch any skin. All right. And yeah, didn't work on any latex, just put you straight on a model. And I mean, luckily, I look back at that photo from, over 5 years ago now. I look back at that and it weren't too bad, to be honest, but geez, like, and so I trained with them, and then they just give you a certificate and off you go, and that's it. Like you just go in working on faces. And I made something of it in that short amount of time. And then I used to follow the Fee Academy for a while. And I was just thinking their work is next level. Like I want to be like them. I want to be as good as them. And I used to make good money without being Fee Academy trained in the beginning, because not a lot of people did it, so no one had anything to compare it to. So I got the experience of working on skin, you know, and not being scared of it. And then I retrained with the Fee Academy, and my dad was like, "Oh, why are you retraining? Like you got paid $2,500 to go and train and then go through all that thing again." I was like, "Yeah, but I'll be the best. I'll be good." And I did. It was the best thing I did, because they really put you through your paces. They don't fuck about, and they don't just pass anyone. You have to pass the levels, and if you're not good enough, they won't pass you.
She gets angry when she's doing these courses.
Yeah. So.
But it's good though.
And now I'm going to be going on to being a trainer myself for the Fee Academy. Little Master Laurie. That's what Paul's got to call me for the rest of our days.
I enjoy it.
Master.
Ordered.
Oh, well done.
Ash, your Manscaped is on its way.
Your balls will thank you. And Paul.
I feel like that's off my chest now.
Do you feel a weight lifted now? Well done.
I'm very forgetful.
I am as well, though.
I always think I'm one of them people who goes, I'll do that in a bit.
I'm the same.
And I just
And people like I
it's
try
always
to
in a
tell people not to take it personally because
I
it is-
don't mean to do it.
Yeah, it's not because you just like it's not because we're just being horrible. It's because it's just the way we're programmed, and I know that's no excuse. So that's why I give you shit about it, but actually I'm the same. So
Yeah.
I understand.
You understand
I do.
how difficult this is. Why we are in a lot of ways a very good couple.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of things that just let us down, and one of them is the fact that we're both highly
No one.
disorganized,
Yeah.
and we're both procrastinators. We're both a little bit lazy. So like we just fucking like we almost didn't do this podcast before because about 10 minutes ago.
No, that was no.
It
No,
was me.
don't
It was
don't
me.
bring.
No,
don't,
I was gonna say
yeah,
it was
I was
me.
gonna say don't drag me into
She was
your
getting ready, and I just
procrastinating.
started trying to dry ump her.
He's like, oh yeah, started getting his dick out and that, and I was like, look what you're doing. Recognise the signs of your own thing that you've created, which
Find
is
you attractive.
Do you though? I reckon if anyone was there, you'd do it with them.
Nah.
But you have
Not
to do it with
anyone.
me because I'm your missus. I'm the only option. I'm your only option now. Did you just cry at that? Wish I could show Paul my Marvel and DC tattoos. Got a full sleeve done.
Up to not on the same arm.
Send him a picture.
I'll do me, didn't I?
You are.
I'm only joking.
It's Paul's fault you got scouse brows. No, I haven't got scouse brows.
I think your brows look nice.
I do. I've got compliments about it. Scouse brow, like, there's a line, isn't there? Scouse brows. I think scouse brows are good, but if you take it too far, then you're just being silly, aren't you?
What is it, like this?
Yeah. I don't think scouse girls don't have them scouse brows like tag anymore. Like they haven't got that reputation anymore.
Yeah.
There's not many scousers that do what I do here, like in Liverpool. It's just not. Don't know why that is. They're smashing every other beauty game, aren't they? I reckon that's why.
Yeah, fucking Loz is gonna.
There will be soon.
When Brow and Co comes to Liverpool.
Yeah. Looking for a premises. If anyone knows of any places near Liverpool city centre, I'd like, or in Crosby, or where else? Formby. Formby.
Why don't you? Oh, yeah.
You said it's part.
Nice up there, like. But
Yeah. No.
yeah, get somewhere like somewhere like round Chilwell or something. Or
Chilwell.
Allerton. Or
I need
something.
somewhere that's gonna have like hotels round it and stuff like that,
Yeah,
though.
like round Sevy Park would be good.
So anyone, I need a commercial property, and we're talking about if I get a big enough place, we'll make the podcast studio in there as well.
Yeah, we do need a podcast studio.
Because I want guests
And
on.
I need some storage space for all my t-shirt business. Become a t-shirt designer now.
We're going to be a one-stop shop podcast.
Give at
Retail.
Joker Drip, JKR Drip a follow on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. JKR Drip, is it? Yeah, because Paul's starting off...
'Cause there was already a Joker clothing, but then
like, to be honest, like, people always ask us about merch all the time, don't they? But I think these are better.
Yeah, I'm going to tweak the design. These are like samples. I need to play with the designs a little bit.
Yeah. Like,
I know
you
what I've
wore
done
this
wrong
on
now.
stage last night,
I
didn't
did.
you? You threw one, didn't you?
Threw a sweaty one into the crowd.
And some girl was buzzing. She was like, oh, and sniffed it.
No, she never.
She did. I watched her. I was
Nah.
up high. I could see. I could see everyone.
Sniffed it. She never sniffed it. You
Rubbed it
liar.
on her fanny and that.
I wish she did. You started it.
Mate, I've just found it best to carry a diary and just write everything
See,
down.
everyone says this, and I've tried it, but then I just think it just extends to the diary. Then I just think I'll write that in the diary in a
and
minute.
then you forget to write the
And then
diary.
I don't write the diary, and I've got 10 things to write in the diary, and then it just becomes
Do you know
that
what?
becomes the task I don't want to do.
You bought me, didn't you, a 6-minute diary, didn't you? But it's not a diary where you write things down. Well, it is, but
Journal.
it's a journal where you write what you're grateful for and write what you're going to do for the day and tasks
Becomes
and
pointless
things like
every day
that.
because you're just writing.
No, but actually,
Paul.
it does. I did write Paul every single day.
Mhm.
3 things that you're grateful for, and on every page,
Me,
I wrote my Paul.
brain, and my dick.
Just my pool.
I wrote.
Not my bum.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I need another line.
And I found it to be very helpful. 6-minute diary, get it on Amazon. And when I was doing it every day, I did do quite good, but then I just got out of the habit of it.
That's the thing with these things, isn't it? It's all
Like,
about,
you find that you ain't got 6 minutes even.
You have got 6 minutes.
I know, yeah, but like you talk yourself into the fact that you haven't. Bad.
Yeah. So, we'll catch you up on the week's events. As I said, done loads of shows. Done Shrewsbury again. Double shows, they were good.
Yeah.
You come and met me in Shrewsbury, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
It was very nice. Our Pabby's gone on the stage.
Ah, Pablo's like a little tour whore dog now,
Isn't he?
He's so good though. He just sits in the audience like and just
Yeah, he is. Like,
chills. He's so good.
You can't take Jax because he'd destroy
God.
the whole theatre. But
And he just loves it, doesn't he? Like goes like he follows you around.
yeah, he does me a little pacing up and down before the show
Does,
with me.
yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. And then Thursday, as I said, we went to Luban, Liverpool, with Chef Dave Critchley, right? It was
Yeah.
amazing, right? Because got a name. He said, I saw he's the chef's table out. And I just thought it was going to be like a fancy table, which it was. But we went in, and like the restaurant's boss is massive, innit? Goes through, and he got us some drinks and that. And then he was like, we got you a bottle of champagne. We go, and then the table was like in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Like
it's
off the
mad.
end of
I
the
did
kitchen,
not
like this big
expect that.
fancy table. So he was
Did
like
not
there
expect
cooking
it.
all your food and like explaining all the food that he was cooking it for you. It was
Amazing.
mad. Mate, the food. How good was the food though?
God, like we was eating cucumber, right, and it was the best cucumber I've ever tasted. It was like, cucumber, like sucking it up and that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is on that cucumber?
Yeah.
It's weird, wasn't it?
5 flavour
How
cucumber.
can you make
wasn't it?
cucumber taste better?
It was good.
Amazing.
His fried rice was fucking special.
I wondered how much that cucumber would have been.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't imagine it's massively expensive.
No, do you think
though.
they put it on the menu, or is it just
Yeah, yeah.
this special menu?
No, I
what
think
we
it's
got?
on the menu.
Is it
Yeah, yeah. He said it was the first thing he learned to cook in China.
really?
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Boss cucumber.
So
If you can make something so simple taste amazing, then you're a wizard.
the
You're a
duck
wizard, Dave.
and the char siu, everything was fucking incredible, wasn't it?
Mad.
I had to eat her shumais because she was fucked.
I was so like I went from naught to like smashed in like 2 drinks. It was bad because I hadn't eaten all day. Saved myself for this fucking
And she
25
goes straight on
course
like
meal.
porn star martinis, which are
That's
heavy
all I can
drink.
drink. No, but that's they're heavy to you. They're not heavy to me.
Yeah.
So then what happened, Paul?
So then I had to drink the rest of her
This
drinks
is our date night that we
and
haven't.
eat her food.
Hang on. This is our date night, yeah. That we haven't. I was so excited about it. I had a wardrobe malfunction as well, so I wasn't really happy about what I
Standard.
was wearing. I felt quite uncomfortable.
Do you know what I
I
feel
bought
like
a dress
should do?
for it. I couldn't wear the dress because I bought the wrong shoes with me. And the only shoes that I had were some red Valentinos and a green dress. And I thought in my head, they'll look good together, right? Paul said, I phoned up Paul and I was like, I haven't bought them the shoes that I wanted, you know. I said, all I've got is my red Valentinos and my red bag to go with this green dress. It was like, absolutely fucking not. I am not going out with you with red shoes
You've
and a green
exaggerated
dress.
that loads.
I've got a fucking
I'll
witness.
I'll tell you what I said.
Nicole could hear you
No,
while
I'll
she
tell
was
you what I
doing my
said.
brows.
You changed the tone of everything. You're terrible for it. What she said was, she went, I've only got the red Valentinos and red bags to go with this green dress, but red and green goes together, doesn't it? And I laughed at her because I was like, there's literally a rhyme about how bad that is. It's like a known thing. Red
never
and
heard
green
it.
should never be seen. And she was like, and I was like, you can't do that. You're gonna look
You actually
like a
said,
fucking
I'm not
elf.
going out with you with a fucking elf.
And then I did say, and you were like, "Oh, it'll be all right." I went, I'm not going out," and it's got to be bad because the thing about
I think it
we
will
don't
look good.
we don't really argue at all, really, unless we're going on a date for some reason, which is supposed to be like the thing that reinforces you as a couple. We get on much better as a couple when we're not doing this shit because all day I stress out because I've organised it normally, right? And that was the case. So I'd organised this meal. He'd sorted us out. So he's doing us a favour. And I know she's going to be late. I know it. I know she's going to be late. So all day I'm like, we can't be late. She's like, we're not going to be late.
Wasn't
Why'd
there,
you
was we?
do this all
Was
the time?
we?
Why'd
No,
you
we
stress
wasn't
out?
be late. We
And I'm
wasn't
like,
late.
Because okay, I'm just saying, like, I'm not. I just want to know we need to leave at 6 o'clock, and she's like, all right, but I'm just getting my hair done, and it's like fucking.
Didn't
half
get my
4.
hair done. That was the point.
And I'm like, you can't get your
couldn't
fucking
get
hair
it
done.
done.
And then she's like, but I've got to get a spray tan. Oh, and I've got no fuck. And then she turns up, and it's like literally, I can't remember the time when it hasn't happened. We've got to leave at like 6. So at fucking 5:45, she'll go, I've got nothing to wear, you know. And you go,
dress.
how the fuck have you not thought about this till now? It's fucking 5:45. How has it not entered your head that you've got nothing to wear? It's fucking ridiculous. You've had all week. It's not like, I feel like it's like I've gone, hey, do you want to go on a date now? I was like, and you go, oh, that's what it's like every single time. And then she gets a big fucking face on her. Like and I feel dead. I feel like it's my fault. I'm like on eggshells around her because she's like, I just don't feel nice. And then there's a big cob on for about half an hour before she gets over it. Then she's fine and it's all right.
He shouted at me.
I had to shout at you?
He shouted at me.
You're being stupid.
And I went, don't fucking shout at me. And he went, meow. I don't mind. I understand that I am frustrating sometimes.
Frustrating?
Hang on. I understand, yeah. That I get frustrated with myself. It's a bad flaw in me that I wish that I was different, Paul. I wish that I could be amazing at being organised and things like that. But I feel like I have so much stuff in my brain, yeah, that I can't prioritise it. And then it all comes to me at the last second. And then I just get all like faffy and I hate it about myself. It's the only thing. I've got a lot of self-love, right, for myself. I love who I am and I love the person that I am and I never change. But the one thing that I hate about myself is that. And I really try not to be like that.
Don't try though.
I do.
You don't though.
I've tried my whole life and I'm still trying.
Don't. You go, I've got to go out tonight. I'm going to sit here until I've got about 2 hours to get 85 beauty treatments done in different places. And then I'm going to go and just leg it round and get dead stressed with myself because I can't possibly fit all that shit in.
But the one thing that I will not tolerate is to be shouted at. Okay, and hang on. If you shout at me, I'll be worse. Like and it's just.
Do you understand how unreasonable that is?
And that's not a threat.
It's unreasonable though.
It's not.
It's unreasonable.
It's a natural thing.
It's
what
not.
happens.
It's unreasonable.
If you shout at me and you don't like encourage me to be better, right? If you shout at me and put me down, then I won't like respond very well. And I'm not
shouting at you to get you to do it. I'm shouting at you because I'm so fucking frustrated because it's happened again. And you promised me all day that it won't happen, and now it's happening, and I'm watching it happen. And I knew all day that it was going to happen, and you've made me feel stupid for even thinking it was going to happen yet again. And I fell for it again like a fucking idiot. And now I'm sat there just fucking waiting to leave. Like, I need to order an Uber, and you're like, well, don't. And I'm like, well, I can't magic one when we need to go, so we're going to have to order it now. And I ordered an Uber, and it was like coming in 7 minutes, and then she had to go at me for that. So that's why I shouted at you. Okay. So it's your fault.
So what have we learnt from this? Let's
not go on dates.
Oh, that's horrible. I just need
I don't think it's good for us.
I just need a bit of encouragement. That's all.
Encourage to do what?
Just like a bit of support.
Support to do what?
Just look.
Are you all right, babe?
Just say, look, I really hope that we're not late for this because I'm really looking forward to this time with you. So can we just try and just be? And do you know what? I'd respond to that.
You wouldn't, though.
I swear I'm a kid's
You wouldn't.
Life. I would.
You wouldn't.
I promise.
You're a liar.
I promise. I'm much better in those scenarios and with that reaction. I am. Because then it makes me think of you. And then I start thinking, oh, he's been really thoughtful.
Anyway.
So.
We went on our date.
We've heard that.
Do
you know why Paul's done all this? Because what's happening is we're getting to the bit about him ruining the date now.
I didn't ruin it.
You did.
I didn't ruin it.
You did.
I didn't ruin it.
A little bit.
I didn't ruin it.
So on our date, we're nearly 40, me and Paul, yeah. We're obviously like Paul's nearly 40.
Loz
and I'm
42.
coming behind him very slowly, right? So after our lovely meal, so we got there on time, didn't we, Paul? Mm. Yeah, of course we did. We got there on time. I said to him, don't worry, we'll be there on time. We got there on time.
Only because I ordered the Uber and you had no choice
but
and
I got in it. And I got in it and we got there on time. So there you go.
Shouting at your shoes as you got into the taxi.
And then we were fine. Anyway. So then we had a lovely meal. I got smashed and I was thinking, oh, this is going to be one of these nights where I'm pissing on the floor and being sick in his toilet. Right. Didn't I? You thought that as well, didn't you? Because I was smashed. I was going to the toilet in the restaurant and I was like, you know, when you like fall into the sides of the cubicle, I thought this is bad. So I started drinking water and I couldn't drink it. I couldn't eat any more food because I was just like so fucked.
Yeah.
And Paul drank all like the rest of my drinks and stuff. And then we went out and we seen this girl that used to work at Hot Water, didn't we? Georgie, she sound right. Lesbian. And we went out and like Mrs. was playing the guitar and stuff and like sound. So they had a drink with us and we had a lovely time having a chat and everything. And then Georgie likes to smoke and said to Paul, do you want to come to mine? Do you want to come to mine for a smoke? Now, what Georgie doesn't know about Paul is that Paul doesn't smoke spliffs like a normal person. Paul has to have it through a vape that's warmed up because he can't cope with the like the strength of a spliff. Right? He has to have vaped weed, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to this conversation and I'm thinking, this is a bad idea. She's like, yeah, don't worry, I won't put any tobacco in it. We'll just roll a blunt. And I'm thinking, and he's gone, yeah, all right then. Let's go back to your student accommodation.
Was it student accommodation?
It was his apartment, student apartment, just round the corner from where he was, right?
Little flat.
So I was thinking, I know this is a bad idea, but I can't say in front of the group, no, we're not going back to Georgie's for a spliff, right? Because she would have thought I was being rude. Yeah, and weird. But if that wasn't the reason, because I know what Paul's like when he's had a spliff, right? And it's not good.
It's only because I've been drinking.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So I know all these things. So I was thinking, so I was looking at Paul as if to say, mm-mm. And he was like, come on, let's go, girls. So we're walking down the road with these two students. I'm in my heels. I'm like this, walking to this apartment. She's got a lovely little apartment, hasn't she? Sat there, Paul's had about 5 drags of this freaking blunt. And the girlfriend's eating cheese off the block, proper student style. Just sitting there eating cheese off the block. And then we was there for 20 minutes, half an hour. And Paul just hit the deck. He was absolutely stoned out of his mind.
Wobbly.
And he was like, oh my God, I'm so stoned. I was like, this is why I didn't want to come here.
I was trying to listen to them talk and I was like, you know, when you get in your head and you just go.
Georgie was having a proper in-depth conversation. He was just like this.
And I was just going, yeah. And
I
had to just stop her and go, mate, I've got no idea what I'm just
kept whacking his head off the wall behind because he was that stoned. You couldn't get no bearings of his body in the room. It was just...
No, what it was, the couch had no fucking back. So I was like laughing, but when I laugh, I go, ha ha ha. I was just going, fuck off. I'm not like 3 times.
Who looks stupid? And these girls were just buzzing because they had Paul Smith in their fucking lounge stroke kitchen student apartment, right? Stoned out of his fucking head, like, and I was just like, come on now, come on, scooping everything up and trying to like lead him out of the door because he was like, I love you, Georgie. You're such a beautiful soul. And I'm like, let me take my 40-year-old fiance out.
I'm not 40.
Nearly. So we got in the taxi and he was like, I went, do you know, we was only in there for half an hour. And he went, fuck off. I thought we was in there for 3 hours. Oh, don't you ruin my mental health. And I was like, I haven't.
Honestly, right.
I haven't.
Here's how it happened, and so you just listen to what she does, and here's what actually happened.
No,
she said,
how the fuck?
Shh, a minute.
Do you know when you were wrecked?
I know exactly what happened. I can remember it. Because she's made it.
Such a liar.
The way she's done that is made it sound like I was crying, like I was genuinely
no, it was
concerned for
laughing.
my mental health.
Oh, okay, I'll change it.
How was that a laugh? That was just, it was you going, oh, my mental health. And that makes it sound like I was having a full breakdown, and I wasn't.
You misunderstood me there, guys. Oh, it was
going,
it was laughing.
I was laughing my head off going,
that doesn't make
it
any different.
It does. It makes it completely
fucking
different.
You was hysterical laughing, and the taxi man was like, what the fuck is this guy on? Like,
I was like,
you looked like you was on mushies.
I feel like my head's falling off because I thought we'd been in there for hours.
Anyway, it gets better. So, we get home, right? He's fell asleep on my shoulder the whole taxi ride home. We get home. Straight away, as soon as he comes through the door, which, fair play, give it to you. At least you've done it when you come in. Right? He was like, I'm going to be sick. Right? And I thought, oh, my God. I have never, in the 2 years I've known Paul, I've never known for him to be sick and definitely not seen him be sick. He was being sick, and I thought, what do I do in this situation? I'll get his phone and record him. So I record, I've done a video of him being sick because I'm such a nice person. He was sick on his arm, and I didn't clock it while I was filming until I moved slightly, and I see he had a lovely new white shirt on, and he was sick all on his hand. And he was going, and he had stick all on his beard. He's going, stop filming me. And I was like, you've been sick on your hand. And then he went like this, put his head down in despair and put it in the sick and splattered his fucking face with this sick. It was the best thing I've ever seen. It was the lowest but happiest moment of my life.
You're saying I ruined it, but I feel like I actually made you like that.
And then he was asleep he fell on the floor, and then he was just lying on the floor. And I was like, Paul, come on, get to bed. And I had to strip him off from his sicky fucking soiled clothes. And then you were sick again in the sink, and then in the toilet in the ensuite. And then you fell asleep on the bathroom floor, and I had to threaten him. What did I threaten you with now? I was going to pop all his blackheads on his nose on the ensuite floor if he didn't get into bed. And I was like, have a wash, brush your teeth, or have a shower or something. I was like, because you ain't coming near me with that sicky face. He just had sick all over. And do you know what the worst thing is? He still hasn't cleaned it up now, have you? Have you?
No. Can't look at it.
He's like, can't you do it? I was like, fucking no. No. Bad whitey, you know. Worst whitey I've ever seen. Yeah. So that's what one of the. I haven't. That's what we did on our date night. What?
I haven't knocked it for so long.
I know.
In a long time.
How you held that together, didn't you, for a long time?
Yeah.
And you chose to do it on our date night.
Well, I didn't choose to do it.
No, but you did.
I did do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Last date night, you pissed on my floor.
Yeah.
So, and I haven't gone on about it,
We're even now, aren't we? Yeah, you have gone on about it. You fucking always bring it up. Like, any chance you can get, you bring it up.
No, the worst thing about it was, right, because we were supposed to do the podcast. So, because I knew I had 2 shows in Grimsby last night, I was like, we'll go for this meal, but I can't get pissed on nothing because, I'm shit when I'm hungover.
Yeah.
I'm terrible. So I was like, but I felt all right coming out to the restaurant. I wasn't even pissed. I only had a few beers and a couple of glasses of champagne. I was like, all right. And it was what it was. We come out into Punch Tammy's, and I hadn't had a Guinness for so long. And then I was like, ooh, and they got me a proper pint glass of Guinness. I was like, oof. And so I thought, well, I'll have a little Dublin round. Little Guinness and a little whiskey. And then it just went down nice, and then we got chatting, and so I had 3 of them. So I hadn't drank loads, I was pissed. And then that drink just volleyed me in the face.
Georgie does, what do you call it? Same degree as you, didn't she?
Yeah, so we were discussing philosophy.
Philosophy, that's it. I don't know why I was thinking psychology then. Yeah, they've discovered they both do the same. Well, Paul done a philosophy degree that she does.
Discussing some philosophical subject.
Yeah, so then it just led on to
not allowed
smoking
to talk about
weed.
the money, but
why?
You just shout at me.
Why?
You just shout at me for talking about every time
I don't. I like philosophy. Enjoy it.
Shut up.
No, it's just funny, isn't it? No, I just said you had half a degree. That's all in philosophy.
No, but every time I start talking about it, when we've had weed in it, you're like, "Oh, fuck off with this. Can't think about this." Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, because it's hard to think about when you're stoned. But on a normal brain, I can deal with it.
Okay.
But when I'm stoned, it's just opens so many doors, and I just can't cope with it. It's too much. It's too much to deal with. Paul, I wouldn't personally have that. I don't know what you mean. Who's gaslighting?
You.
I'm not gaslighting.
Me.
Why?
Because you were changing the tone of what what happened. She always does it.
It wasn't. It's
The
just
problem is, right, when I'm pissed, I black out
You
a
just
lot.
come across
and then she
wrong.
makes up, but where she fucks
don't
up
make
is
up.
sometimes I do remember what's happened, and that's when I realise how much shit she
I
makes
promise you now, I would
She's
never,
a
I would
liar,
never
mate.
make up shit. I would never make up shit. I would never do that.
You change the tone, which
I
changes
don't.
everything.
No, it just come across in the wrong way. That's all.
Same.
Saying I'm fucking gaslighting.
Bad guy.
You're horrible, you. You're the gas. You're the
I
gaslighter.
was going to knock it then. So a little... and I just went...
Last minute Laurie. I am last minute Laurie. Someone said here, I can't remember who it was. Oh, we went to your show last night and we thought Laurie was going to come on the stage.
She was up in the rafters, weren't you, girl? With the dog.
I was, yeah. I was. And then there's bits that he was talking about that were very rude. And some on the first show.
No spoilers, everyone.
No, so on the first show, some people had recognised me who I sat next to. And they were going, "Oh my God, is that true?" I was thinking, this is not a good place to sit. When people have recognised me and they're all just looking at me, like tapping me on the shoulder, going, "Oh my God!" I'm like, ah.
No, you're gonna on we were gonna on Wednesday, weren't we? I was gonna get you on the stage on Wednesday.
Well, I don't know.
She had her hair in curlers though.
No, I never. I took
On
him out.
Wednesday?
I took it out.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't know.
You just didn't tell me.
Oh.
You thought it in your brain, but you didn't tell me. If I was prepared for it, what would you have said there?
Just said, here's me missus. I can't tell him what I would have said, but it would have made sense.
I would, yeah. I would have known.
You have to come and see the show.
I would have known what to say. I've already planned for what I'm going to say when I go.
Oh, you're not getting the mic.
No. Well, what's the
Just
point?
wave and fuck off again.
That's shit.
The Queen.
That's shit. No, I've got to say something.
What?
I've got something to say. It's going to be funny.
No, you're
It's
not.
going to be
No,
really funny.
Absolutely
Why?
not. It's not happening, no.
Well, why?
Yeah, because
No,
what if
it's
it's not funny?
It's not going to be horrible at you.
No,
it's
what if
fun.
it's not funny though?
It is funny. Why do you doubt me?
I just don't.
Why do you doubt me though?
What if it's not?
I feel like you doubted
But
me
what
there.
if it's not funny?
That was quite sad. I feel like you doubt me.
I mean, I'm sure it will be, but
Well then,
what if
you've
it's
got to
not?
have a bit of faith, haven't you?
But you gotta have faith.
You got to have faith in me. You're still not going to let me, are you?
No.
It's a pointless conversation, really. Never lets me do it. Never lets me come on. In Laura's defence, the saying in blue and green should never be seen.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's blue and green, actually.
Blue and green.
Blue and green's awful.
Blue and green should never be seen. No, it's not. It's red and green should never
Well,
be seen.
these red Valentinos would have looked really nice with this
And you know
dress.
it is, because I'm not the only one who said it to you.
Well, red and green.
And blue and green.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say that, did I? I just think, right,
Blue and green goes. It's fine. With cold colours.
doesn't go. That's all. No. I'm just looking now. No. Red and green go. It's like Jamaica, innit? Jamaica, is that the Jamaica?
No, red
flag?
and green looks like you look like you're a fucking elf. Red and green only goes at Christmas.
Right, I'm going to put that dress on today. Yeah. And I'm going to put my red Valentinos on. And I want, and with the red bag. So red, green, red. And we'll see if it looks good or not.
Sound. You look like a fucking traffic light.
How though when I've got no amber? No amber in it. So,
Sometimes you just have red and green though.
double act. Double act thyself. Funny is always funny. Kev's got a lot to say.
Funny is always funny. That is not true, Kev. I can tell you that from experience, mate.
Double act, 100% red and green. What does that mean? On the scene.
100% red and green. That is the.
Oh, that's the
saying.
thing. Yeah.
Donna hasn't got a fucking jar of glue.
Kevin's very chatty. It's like turning us against each other, Kevin is. I feel.
Has he got beef, has he?
He just keeps saying, like, don't let her have you, lad.
Kevin
Like,
Rodriguez.
I feel like,
It's a
what
cool
have
name,
I
that
done
though.
to you, Kev? I ain't done nothing to you.
Any music discoveries for the chat? Oh, yeah, I've been listening to Shotty Horror, Salt of the Earth this week.
What's
Belter.
that?
He's a Mancunian rapper.
Mm.
used to do battle raps and that. He's amazing. And he brought out this album out called Salt of the Earth.
Yeah.
And it's like a splice in between hip hop and like 90s Manchester, like Britpop.
Oh, yeah.
So good. It's very good.
That reminds me of like our little Paul and Law's Tours van filming last night.
Oh, yeah. Should really say about that, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
So anyone who's subscribing to the YouTube channel that this is on, like last week, I started recording like a behind the scenes tour vlog. We did a little tester of it last week for the Shrewsbury show. But we got it all rigged out properly last night, didn't we? So we recorded, like episode 2 got recorded last night for Grimsby. And our Loza was on. So we had a lot of van chat, didn't we?
Yeah.
Little sing song.
Yeah.
And then got little bits of the
Bit
show
of
in there.
dancing.
Bit of dancing. Get into the show, all the behind the scenes, so you can see, get a little taster of what it's like to be on tour with Paul and Law.
Well, it's your tour, really, but I just tag along to some of them.
Support.
Yeah.
And get recognised.
You know, I didn't really get recognised on the last show. On the second one, I sat with like an old couple. So they didn't really look like they did in the Instagram or anything.
Lisa said no wine today. No, mate, I've got 3 shows.
Nah, that's bad, innit? You got a problem if it's
maybe
like
late. We've got another one later after the show.
Yeah, we're doing another live day, which is the first time we've ever done 2 lives.
Double lives in one day.
Double live in one day.
So maybe that'll be about 12:30. So it'll be tomorrow, really. Technically. But we'll have some wine then, probably, I would imagine.
Yeah, we definitely will. Definitely will. Yeah, so we done some filming. Now we've got Rudy Chu, who's like your little cameraman now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's brilliant.
Not little.
No, but it's just a figure of speech. Yeah, so he's a cameraman now. So he's we've set up this GoPro and stuff like that, but we don't know how it's gonna sound on the motorway. Do we?
I think it's gonna be like we did it last week, but we got a better GoPro with like a little mic, a directional mic. So hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah, and
I think it'll be all right.
So Paul drove there and I drove back, and so I do a lot of dancing the first bit because I do love a little sing along dance.
Yeah, we can't put much of the music in because obviously
we
YouTube will
can
bring
only
us
do
off,
little clips of it.
but we had a lovely little sing. We had some good chat as well, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
So hopefully it'll come out good. So we got some extra content for you guys.
Backstage tour.
And them shows last night with that good Grimsby.
First time you've done it.
Good crowds, man.
Yeah.
I mean, as I said, they do love a bevy. The first show started half an hour late, and the woman was like, "They just won't leave the bar."
And do you know what? It's
I'll
mad
wait.
because the second show they have everyone queuing outside, and Rudy went to go to the shop and go and get some like little snacks for us, and he come out the back of the building, massive building, and he went, mate, he went, look, and he FaceTime Paul. He went, people are queuing. Looked like there was like thousands of people there.
It was
only
round
like
the
it
auditorium.
must have been about 600 people.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it was mad. It was round the queue was round the whole building.
Yeah.
Insane. I was like, who's on after you? No, because they've had to split. I don't know how they would have fit to like those, because obviously the shows have been split up in these venues that he's doing. So that, and with 2 shows, so that you can, you know, so there's social distancing and all that. I don't know how they would have fit the first lot of people in with the second lot of people anyway.
Would have been. I can't wait
Because
to do a
that
full room
second
now.
show was definitely oversubscribed.
I don't think it was.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna say I don't think it was.
Okay, we'll say that. But it was
For
busy.
the sake of Grimsby Auditorium.
It was busy.
It seemed to be very strict on COVID
They
regulations.
were,
didn't they?
yeah, very, yeah.
They were on the ball,
They put over the tannoy that you have to wear your mask at all times.
and everyone went, "Okay."
Okay. No. As if you sat there with the fucking mask on.
I know.
And you can't, like, when you were, like, you got to laugh and that. What a stupid.
Yeah.
It's very,
Apt.
I don't know whether anyone can see that.
No.
It's one of the designs of Paul's
I know. I'm
T-shirt.
gonna back off this one. Though. This
Yeah.
this
No
was
one
the
wants to wear.
pre-release.
Yeah.
I was getting artistic through the week. I used to be a graphic designer, so I started playing.
Mm.
And I just I got a bit carried away, but I think I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna go with the logos. Play with the logo a bit more.
James said, "Gaz, poor guy." Oh God, go on, you got to tell people about.
No, you'll see in the that bit's gonna be.
Oh
in the,
yeah,
in the
it's
video.
Yeah, Rudy
Some
filmed
good
all
crowd
of it.
work.
Yeah. Oh God, poor Gaz. Gaz was a guy in the crowd. It's bad, you know. It's bad. He's good, but it was bad.
It's good.
Bad on Gaz. Chris said he's just watching having a poo.
Oh, lovely.
Ah,
Enjoy.
enjoy.
Is it a good one, Chris?
What kind of poo is it?
Yeah.
Paul, we're so sick. We've got to that point in our relationship, right, where like there's no filter on anything. So like, Paul just went to me, "Oh, I need a poo, but I think I'm going to be constipated. Do you want to scoop it out my arse for me?" I was just like, "Yeah, babe, and me. I feel like should we scoop each other's out?" It's just weird. You know when it gets weird, it must happen with all couples. I'm sorry. It can't just be us because we're like pally.
Because you said that's only because you said that you got
Oh,
constipated.
yeah,
and
do you
had to
know,
scoop
right,
poo out of your bum with your finger.
Yeah. I do you know what it is though? I've had my boobs done. I'll tell the story. I had my boobs done 9 years ago, and they give you. I'd got them done in the UK, so the fucking painkillers are shit, right? If you go to Turkey, that's fantastic, but in the UK they give you cocodamol for painkillers after you've had surgery. So they said take them every 4 hours, these cocodamol, and just finish the whole box what they give you. So I did. And you kind of like, when you have your tits done, you can't move your arms and stuff. You can't lay flat. Like you have to sleep sat up. It's very annoying. It's very uncomfortable. So I was over the next like week after I had them done, I was having these cocodamol like every 4 hours, like they told me to. And I realised I haven't had a shit for a week, right? Bad. And my belly was saying it felt like it needed, like I felt like I had a fucking boulder in my stomach. And like I'd never been constipated before, so I didn't know that I was constipated. So I thought, right, I'm going to have to try and go to the toilet. So I went to the toilet. And I started to like, you know when like you have a poo and like it comes out in the shape of, do you know what I mean? It's streamlined, right? Well,
like
there was no shape to this. It just felt like it was just one big, and it couldn't come out in the way that it naturally should. And it was so bad, it got to a point of, right? And this is such a low moment in my life, right? But I was crying on the toilet and I thought, I'm going to have to ring an ambulance because...
Get the poo out.
Yeah. And I had to do really shameful thing to save myself.
So how did you, you scooped it out and that just made
I had to.
You had to get it, you got it all out with your finger?
No, not all. And then it just made the way then for it to...
Yeah. Did it feel good though?
No. Didn't feel good. It felt like I was giving birth to a fucking football team. It was horrendous. I'm just bringing it to you from real life, from the streets. Do you know what I'm saying?
From the back alleys, mate.
It was the worst experience. It was the worst experience I've ever experienced, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. I've told you that story before, and quite early on I told you that story. Yeah. It was really bad. So I'm just fucking fly. I'm just saying,
She's got some great poo stories.
No. No.
Can I tell it?
No.
Yeah.
No, because you won't tell it properly.
Okay, well I'll start and then you'll be forced to correct me. She went to, we were just driving, she went, have I ever told you about the time I shat in a bag? In a Mackey's bag, right? And I was like, what? She was like, yeah. And this story is great, right? She said, when I used to work as a madam for the escorts, so she was a pimp basically, right?
I wasn't a pimp really. I just used to book the.
She used to have to drive the brasses around.
No,
right?
I never. I see you telling the story
No,
wrong.
she didn't. She used to make
We
the
used to have
appointments, but
the girls
sometimes-
used to have drivers, right? And I used to book the appointments. The girls used to have drivers, and then the one night we were short on drivers, right?
So she was having the breast as well.
So I had to drive them around. You have to wait for them. It's a security thing, right?
Yeah.
So I had to wait for them. Go on.
So
It was
she was
late.
waiting for this.
It was
brass,
1 in the
1 in
morning.
the morning, and she got caught short, needing a poo.
Bad though.
Bad.
Bad.
So
It was bad.
there was nowhere around for her to go.
And
So she had to
I thought I can't.
squat in the
No,
front
hang
seat.
on. You're going too far
Will
with
you
the
tell it then?
story. Right. So where I was waiting, there was nowhere to go, and I thought, right, I could try and get into a pub somewhere because obviously it was a Saturday night, and I was down like a dark alley waiting for this girl to come out of the hotel, and I thought to myself, I can't. Like, it was so bad, it was instant, and I thought I can't run to the place to go in. There's no bars to go, so I had to just do what any person had to do.
What did you do?
I think they know.
But
Had to do it.
just
I'm
explain
sorry.
how you
had
did
to
it.
do it. I'm sorry. I'm not ashamed of it.
And then she.
I had to do what I had to do.
But I was when she
I'm
was
not
telling me,
gonna
I was
shit
like,
on the
"How did
street."
you do?" So she's had to like roll the bag up and like put it on the seat, and there's shit in the front seat, right?
It was bad. I had a bad
But
stomach.
then that poor girl's had to get back in the car.
No, it was sound. You know,
Nah, you can't smell your own shit. That must have stunk
it
your
wasn't.
shit.
No,
that
it
car.
wasn't. It wasn't one of those smelly poos.
All poos are smelly.
Nah.
It's poo.
No, it's not. That's not.
I've never
right.
had a poo and gone, that smells nice.
So I had to do what I had to do. What would you do in that situation? What would you do? What would you do? Go on. Think. Oh no, genuinely, what would you do in that situation where you can't? There's no time to go anywhere. You can't. There's nowhere open. It's weird. Like, what would you do? You have to be resourceful, don't you?
I don't know what I'd do.
And
I like to think I
can
wouldn't
you
shit
imagine
in the
if
car.
I'd have got caught shitting in the street? Honestly, I can't tell you. The place that I was, there was nowhere to go. Like, there was nowhere to go. So what do you do in that situation? What a part to join in, Sam says. Jump out the car, Kevin says. Yeah, but then what? Then what, Kevin? But then what do you do? Shit in the street? Because I weren't getting caught shitting in the street. I was waiting for an escort to come out to pick her up. I ain't getting caught shitting in the street. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's poor escort.
I was
comes out
already
and
doing an illegal thing.
You've got your knickers round your ankles, bent over the bonnet of a car, and getting arrested. Shitty ass on you.
Yeah. They'd be like, who's this? I'll be like, it's one of me girls. Oh, God.
Oh, you've led the life, haven't you, girl?
I have.
Yeah.
I'm quite honest about it, you know.
You are.
It's just that
Best
you've got
way to be, innit?
you can all judge, yeah, but think, what would you do in that situation? And there's no toilet. What would you do? And there's no, you can't hold it in. It's not one of them poos that you can hold in. And I know sometimes you can. This one was not a holder in her.
Holder in it.
You can't. So I'm not going to shit my pants and stink of freaking shit, am I? I'm not going to shit in my car. I'm not going to shit on the street. So where else do you shit?
Chris,
Shit in your hand.
Chris
and throw it.
Aztec said always have a spare pair of socks just in case. It's a white people, man. I wouldn't use a pair of socks.
Luckily, I had a McDonald's bag with some napkins in, so I was sweet. I was all sorted. Flying.
Portable toilet.
Flying.
Maybe that's what we need for the
Don't
man.
need, no, I could
Just
wipe.
get
I got
Mackey's
my
bags in
bum
the van.
wiped. It didn't stick because I got out and there was a little bin there. I'm not going to shit in a bin either, so don't no one say that either. So I think the all-round best decision I ever made in that moment for the resources that I had was what I did.
Did you wee in the bag though?
No.
Can you poo without weeing?
Yeah. Of course.
I
Why?
can't.
So how do you do that then?
I always wee when I poo.
Do you? All right. What about... Someone's here.
Someone's knocking at the door.
Shut
right?
up, Pabs.
Keep talking. I'll go into the door. Sorry about this, guys.
No, that was the post you were
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, someone was knocking.
It was post.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, so no one can sit there and say that they'd have done anything differently. Because if they had of, it wouldn't have been as safe, hygienic. Do you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been as good. Imagine if I'd have shit my pants. That would have been terrible. I had no clothes in the car.
Maybe they shit your pants.
I'd have shit myself.
Yeah,
That would have been terrible. I'd have just deserted my car and just ran away.
It ain't bad if you were the weed at the same time, though, and pissed all over the seat. That would ruin the
No,
back.
because I was
And then it
determined.
does split and never shitting.
No, I didn't need a wee. I just something, I don't know what. I think I had a bad stomach and I just had
How
to.
did you know it wasn't going to be like a runny one as well?
'Cause I
What,
could-
that would have been
this
bad,
is
wouldn't
getting too in depth, but no, I just knew.
it? Fair play. Fair play. Let's move on. Let's move on.
I've told it.
Any questions? Oh, God. So,
Defo fit in a Lucasade bottle.
poo in a Lucasade bottle?
Ah, that's some heavy, like,
No.
nah. That's some precise shit.
That's some
That.
precision shitting.
Yeah.
That was if you just stick it over the hole.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Anyway, let's move on. There's been a lot of poo conversation here.
That's your fault. I
Well,
think.
no, yeah, it was my fault, but let's move on.
You brought it up. Can't believe we spoke about that, and I'm not pissed, right? And it's in the afternoon on a Saturday.
Afternoon poop talk.
That just shows you that we're real, we're raw. I don't give a fuck. Everyone's been.
Oh
not-
my God! Can you stop? Let's leave it now.
Right. Pookazade.
What are we doing with the rest of our day, lads?
I want to eat. That would be good.
Mm,
That's the next thing that I want to do after this.
what's your fancy? Feel a bit dicky, me.
Are you going to cook me
What's that?
something?
No,
No?
I've got on it.
I feel like you've led me into a false sense of security with this relationship because in the beginning you used to cook for me all the time. Now you don't. Look how offended you've got.
What do you want me to cook?
You know, if you ever need to push Paul's buttons, just fucking offend him with something about his food. It's the number one thing that you can like really stir the pot with. First time I've been able to watch a live. Finally, is that because we were doing it at a sociable time, Sam?
Yeah, we've been having to do them at like 12:30, haven't we?
I know,
It's-
yeah. But we can do them on a Saturday morning, well, or afternoon, really, can't we now? Because I don't work a Saturday anymore.
Yeah.
I chose not to because I just don't want to do it anymore. Just want to work in the week. Glad I got gravy on my dinner. What are you having for your dinner,
A
Josh?
roast on a Saturday. Oh, orthodox, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little Saturday roast. What do you fancy then? What food?
What ordering then? So we're
No,
ordering.
I'll
Well,
cook
what
some if
then?
you want, but you'll have to go
Oh.
and get the stuff for it.
No.
What the fuck do you want me to do then? Just magic food.
Should we go to Tesco?
What time is it?
1:30.
We're going to have to be quick then because I've got to
Show up. You got to leave at
leave
4.
at 4 for work.
Okay. We don't need to have a nap, do we?
No.
Because we slept in late this morning, didn't we? Which was lovely.
The little sleepsies.
Yeah, so we'll probably do a Saturday then, won't we? Saturday podcast. Saturday afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday. And then we've got a Saturday. So we're going to do 2 every Saturday or 2 every fortnight on a Saturday.
Oh, we can.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure
Let's
it
not
out.
try and schedule
Yeah,
these
yeah.
things. We are busy people.
Yeah. Right then. We're going to go and try and get some food then.
Yeah, I'm going to go and try and get some food. Thank you for
Thanks for joining in.
joining us
That's
on our
quite
little
a
Saturday.
good amount of numbers.
Haven't we? 69?
Ah.
Thanks, Twitchers. Thanks, YouTube people.
What's the
Please don't forget to subscribe. And the official edited version of this will be out on Monday. So just go
Monday.
back on, even if you watched it, and just give us a little like and a
And
comment.
Also, stay
got- have you got a
tuned
minute?
for the tour, the backstage tour
that'll be out
episodes
this-
as well,
that'll
which
be
is
out
on
through the
here.
week as well.
Yeah.
Probably on Wednesday.
It's going to be a good one.
Space it out a little bit, but yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a
Thanks,
boss day.
everyone.
We'll be back on at about midnight. So if you want
Yeah,
to come back
it's
on and watch
later
that,
on.
we'll see you then.
All right.
Until then,
Love you.
bye.
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 what's the story? Paul and Laurie tell you what's been going on, how to get E. coli from licking bum. They'll cover conspiracies and aliens, tell you about pissy floors, popping spots and one bombs, getting told off for shagging your mum, combining a scouser and a bird from Birmingham.